Hej och välkomna till ännu en intervju med min vän Radu Coman. Radu är en guide och ritual master i Modern Mystery School. Och nu byter vi till engelska. Hello Radu and welcome to the interview.
Hi, Carl. Hi, everybody. Of
Thank you for taking the time.
course.
Let's begin with the first question. And I would like you to share a little bit about what it was that made you choose to receive the life activation.
Well, I was already a seeker. So when I met the mystery school, I was already looking for something like these magical things and everything that had to do with spirit or awakening our potential. So I was very excited when I met the life activation because it was new. I never heard of anything like this. I didn't know something like this existed, and I was like, okay, I'm on board. I want it. When can I come in? I was super excited to do it. Yeah.
That's yeah, really similar to me actually. That's funny. And since you are a guide and a ritual master, you are also a life activation practitioner like me. And what was it that made you go from receiving the life activation to saying like, oh, I want to offer this to
Uh,
others?
I didn't want to offer it to others at the beginning. I came to Healer's Academy to learn how to do the life activation because it was a prerequisite for ritual masters. So then I said, well, like, okay, I resisted it for a few months, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna come and just to get over and get the important stuff that was in my mind, ritual master, important stuff. And then I went to Healers Academy, explained to him not to do any life activation ever, just to, get the paper and go home. Right? To my surprise, I just mentioned it randomly to, friends, family. Hey, I have this. Do you want it? And like, yeah, let's have it. And then like in the first year, I did a bunch of them. I was like, okay, I guess people really need it. And then seeing the results, I said, okay, this is the important stuff, the life activation.
Yeah, it's I think it's a reason why it's the first step, right?
Exactly.
Um, So what did you notice like in the first, say, 6 to 12 months in your life? What was like the changes that you noticed in your life from receiving the life activation?
I can't say exactly the life activation, but I would say from the path. Because in the beginning, as I said, I was a junkie. I was like everything, all the sessions, all the classes, everything you have, just give it to me now. And I took everything all at once, like sacred geometries and advanced healings and many other things, initiations and so on in the first year. And my life changed dramatically. In some ways, it didn't change much. In the ways I wanted it to. That's what made me to continue to pursue and seek more. But in other ways, like looking back, it changed so much in the first years because I was kind of like introvert or awkward person who didn't know how to integrate in society. And through this, I got to meet new people and do new things and change as I went from being who I was in being someone better. And then the quality of my relationships changed, the quality of my life, the quality of my job or how I related to my job changed. And it's been so subtle. Sometimes I can't say it was from this or it was from that, but definitely was the starting point. That's where it started to change and for the better. And for me and others as well as I have been doing this for other people, I've seen the change in them as well.
Yeah, I really resonate with that answer. For me as well, the first 12 months, it was like this, you push the snowball down the hill and then it just keeps going to something bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I've done things I've never dreamt of doing in those 12 months. It's like previously I was just going to work, going home and meeting with friends. And then I started traveling, I started doing things, I started expanding, I started doing understanding there's more out there and it's important to do more. So then I got the courage to hop on a plane and just randomly not thinking of it's too expensive, it's far away, or why should I, or all these reasons we come up to stopping us from going after our dreams, and it just went away. And oh no, I want to be in LA. I went to LA just for a couple of days, just by myself, just for something, right? That wouldn't make logic to the logical mind, but for the inner, for the feeling inside, it made total sense. I need to do it, and I went.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Who would you say would benefit from receiving the life activation?
Oh, definitely everybody. I've been a life activation practitioner for probably 6 years now. And I've done, I've worked with dozens of people over time, and it's like the results of it are they vary so much, and they're so unexpected. There's also always the baseline. Everybody feels energized. Everybody feels better. Everybody feels more balanced, or gets something out of it immediately in the first few hours or days after the life activation. But then I met someone who's like, I had a client. He was like a middle-aged, maybe 45, 50-year-old man. Set in his job. He's been doing the same thing for years and been successful, had a good career, and then he received the life activation, and he calls me the next week. He told me like he remembered that as a kid he really wanted to have an oyster farm, and in that week he remembered everything and started planning and made a plan like a businessman. How much does it cost? Where can I find land? What do I need? And started working on actually building his childhood dream that he put on a shelf and forgot about for 30 years. Right. And another person who was like, having health issues again, got the life activations, and immediately the next day was like, better. I didn't promise anything, but she got better. And then it's like examples like this, they keep coming, and they always say the same thing. Oh, it's the life activation. I didn't know what's gonna happen because we're all unique beings, but yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I love the most with the life activation, and also one of the things that I find most challenging in Sweden, trying to offer this to other people. It's like, but what will it give me? Like, we have this logical mind. I need to have something I can conceptualize. What will it give me? I don't know. You are you. We will see. But
Exactly.
that's what I really love about it, because it's that gentle opening to the unknown.
Yeah, usually people have resistance. I know it's not the case. They either have some resistance to work through. They know they need it, but they logically they make reasons why they don't need it. And there's the seekers who just like, okay, I need it and I'm ready, right? And sometimes the process, sometimes like you hear 5 times, 10 times about the life activation until you make up your mind. It's like, okay, despite all the reasons I can come up with why I shouldn't be needing a life activation. They understand, okay, I need a life activation. Usually it's sometimes after years of trying everything, it's the last resort. Okay, I've tried everything. The last thing I haven't tried is this. Let's see what it is. Right?
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Well, I have no more questions about the life activation for you today, Radu, but I would like to ask, for those listening outside of Sweden, where can people find you in the physical life if they want to meet up and receive a life activation or something else from you?
Well, I'm here in Bucharest, in Romania, and I'm always available to receive people in my space, in my healing center. I also available online on Facebook and Instagram and everything, just sharing my experiences, and available to talk with people who need to talk about or learn more about this. Unsure where to start, but I always recommend people to go to London, where we have the Healers Academy, because as you said, sharing this with others is a huge thing. Even if you don't know in the beginning, that's where we get a lot of the fruits we look for, because we think we're gonna change the world by ourselves. Okay, I'm gonna get the life activation, I'm gonna be better, and my world is gonna be better because I got the life activation. But usually it's like, okay, I got the life activation and my parents got the life activation and my family and my friends and, you know, the world changes around me and we change together and we get a lot more results than just myself, you know, me being better, me, always weak, me, because it's it's always about me in the world. But usually when we get to this point, oh, it's us, let's something for us, for others, and that's where we get the real shift. So I encourage people, go to Healers Academy in London and, you know, learn how to be a life activation, and you're gonna get more healing than you can get from any one session by doing this for other people too. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much again, Radu, for taking the time to come on here and talk about a life activation with me.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. And I'll see you soon.
So,
Yeah. Bye bye.
or good day wherever you listen to us.
Yeah, yeah, goodbye.